Hey there, I'm back for another impromptu video here where I was yesterday when I got rained out. This again is the Pinehurst and San Sebastian cemeteries. Today I'm coming up from the side. You see there's absolutely no fence or protection on this side of the cemetery. I was called here yesterday to smudge and leave some gifts and light some candles, but the rain and lightning sent me out, so I thought that I would come back. I'm happy to see these garbage bags people have been cleaning up. So, brief review. In 1884, the cemeteries in St Augustine were closed. Those inside the city gates were closed due to yellow fever. And the big cemetery on the other side of that fence, the Evergreen Cemetery, was opened. This cemetery, and it's two actually, the San Sebastian is one and the Pinehurst is another, are noted for being the oldest black cemeteries in Florida, perhaps in the nation. What's interesting is many of the stones and markers have flowers and sculptures of different kinds of plants and animals that indicate eternal life. In the 60s, the man who owned this property passed away, and I don't recall how long it remained open for internments, but there are internments that were after the 60s. I saw yesterday here in the cemetery portion in front that there were internments into the 70s. So, walking on this sunny day, interesting. And then up on the back, see this one. It's just a simple concrete cross, and someone wrote the information in by hand. I have this thing about I don't like to get names. I'm interested in dates, but I don't really like to focus on names of buried people. I kind of feel like I don't have their permission to share their names. Just on the other side of those trees there is a creek. So this land floods on a regular basis. It's west St Augustine, which is already low. And you can see the damage done by lots of flooding over time. I did walk around here yesterday. I'm going to walk to the cemetery in back today. It was raining, so I wasn't able to smudge. What I have come to learn is that it's traditional in African burials to plant a tree next to or over the coffin, and that's seen quite a bit here. Also, this enclosing of family space. As you see, someone has fairly recently put up those just little fences that you get at the hardware store. And because this is the South, and this is already low land. Many of them are in crypts. See, there's a plot here. Looks like there's one there. You can see what remains of the outlining wall, but there's no marker. Here, there's a family, essentially. This would have been a family as well. Here's a very good indication of a tree planted at the heads of. One would think this was a whole family. There's 1, 2, 3. A very small one might be a child. 4 and 5, maybe 6, all in a fenced area. So, very sad. The places that are still maintained somewhat are done so either by church groups in the area. I've come to learn that the Mormon church comes out here and tries to keep things clean and somewhat restored. Churches in this area as well. And once a year, there appears to be a restoration day for this cemetery. Here again, a simple cross, and someone wrote just with their hands and a stick. This person was 16 years old. I'm not going to copy that person's name, but this headstone appears to be a Mason or of some brotherhood. Let's see, here's some small obelisks. I imagine somewhere, City Hall perhaps, they have a listing of those interred here. See, there would have been someone buried in here. Right next to them, there's someone that was buried in 1925, and then a smaller stone on the other side. Here's another handwritten stone. I can't read the date. There would have been someone here. There's several back here. And, yeah, we don't know who's there. Demarcation here. There was someone here. Well, there is someone there. Another handwritten stone that I can't read. This is as far as I walked yesterday. This line of trees here demarks one cemetery from the next, and I apologize. I don't remember which is which, if the Pinehurst is in front and the St Sebastian in back, or vice versa. But this line of trees is the demarcation of the two. Again, I can't read when that person passed away. So, now we're in the second cemetery. I brought my drum to play, but I only have one hand to use. So I will just light my sage and take you on my smudging journey with me. Interestingly enough, I learned last night when I was looking things up, trying to get a little more information, that there is another abandoned cemetery by the name of Pinehurst, and that's in Jacksonville, which is a city about an hour north. Interesting. What is it with the name Pinehurst? I was here several months ago, and I don't remember this here. I wonder if they cleaned that out. Anyway, I have trips to make to Jacksonville for a number of projects. The architect Clutho for one. I'll definitely have to go by the Pinehurst Cemetery, abandoned in Jacksonville. So there's a deep lot there. I would imagine that there's someone there. Here we have 2 vaults and no indication left. (1962) World War veteran. World War II veteran that almost had a tree fall on him. And next to that is another handwritten stone that has obviously been moved by the upset from the flooding. A lot of people in Jacksonville don't even know this place is here. And I imagine not everyone is fascinated in such things as I am. What's left of my degree in archaeology is wandering around ruins. Now here you see a big shell on a stone of some sort. I want to add something to that. Apparently it's customary in African cultures, and therefore in Caribbean cultures, to leave stones and shells instead of flowers. And there are quite a few shells left around the cemetery. I think I better go this way. Here we've got another 1962 with a tree planted on top of that person that interestingly, or 2 trees. Here we have an unmarked, another stone, a tree. (1969) and a tree. You know, so much water damage has occurred here. I imagine that there actually are souls buried all the way up to the grass line, like under here in this low spot. Here we have 2, no demarcation. A veteran named Harry. See, I imagine all the way back into there. Another handwritten one. buried, so we don't know when he passed. Here in a low spot, flood damage. There are two that are completely upset. All the way to the back here. Now that fence that you see, that's the Evergreen Cemetery, which is very well kept and actually has the children's book writer Caldecott laid to rest in there. I imagine that that's the crypt for that stone. 1960, I believe. Let's see, this is the Evergreen Cemetery, which is built on both sides of a creek. And very well maintained. In fact, I just saw a backhoe go by, so I wonder if there's a fresh interment. 1976, that one right there. So let's see. See, I think someone's here. I don't know if you can tell. It's low. 1958. Now this one was recently dug out. So I wonder, passed away in 1960. But you see that was recently dug out. There's one right there. Handwritten one. And there's something right here. Another right here. Oh, I wonder if this is a husband and wife, perhaps, or family, and you see there's a tree between them. (1958). Oh, 1986. I imagine that when Arthur died in 58, the place for his wife was already purchased in 1986. I wonder how you do that. How do you, when a cemetery is closed, wonder how that works. Just had to do everything themselves. Again, we have a case, and I would tend to think that these were members of a family around the tree. Someone here without a mark. We've got another military person back there, and that tree, World War II. That stone has completely fallen over. World War II. Whoever that is, that's their tree. And whoever this is, looks like a military stone. That's their tree. 1965 there, handwritten stone. I don't know who that is. Don't know who that is. Several crypts up here. World War II, 1994. These all look recently cleaned out. Wow, look at, yeah, these have all been recently cleaned out. 83, 82, 85. 85. 64. Don't know who that is. 1952, military person. 1970, there's a handwritten stone. Yeah, someone has been... Well, there are a lot of military ones here, so... Oh, and there's something right there. 38? 28. 1928. That's interesting how it's just simple concrete and it's been embossed. Don't know who this is. 1956. 1957. Another military person. Once again, I can't keep my save lit. I guess I'll just have to leave it. Someone there. 1952. Oh dear. Well, that's distressing. It's coming up. 1965. And there's the tree and the person beneath it. 1952. 1931. Husband and wife. Again, we have the tree for this person. Tree for this person. Tree between these two, 64 and 69. There's another one that's recently been dug out. Again, a military burial. 2000, and then there's another one right there. What a beautiful stone. What a beautiful stone. 1955. I'm going to leave something for her. There's someone there. Not sure what that cinder block is for. Someone there, 63. Oh, I see, there's a stone underneath it. So it's marking the person she's buried next to. Well, there's the backhoe over at the Evergreen Cemetery. No idea who that is. Let's leave them something. All the information has been buried. A military gentleman. Oh, the flag, probably carried away in the floodwaters. Got a low spot here. I don't know if this is a head and footstone or if it's two in a row here. That looks like another military stone. I don't know what those white flags mean. 1961. There's another white flag. Handwritten one, 1955. Oh my, and this person has been removed. But this one also has a white flag. These all have white flags. Don't know who that is. There's a displaced stone in the tree. Don't know who that is. White flag. I guess that's for that one, 1957. And oh, we have two here. $1957. Two people here. Can't read that. Another one here, right flag, 1955. Oh dear. Well, that's very sad. It's a plastic, plastic cover for one of the crypts. I wonder if that's her right there. This being a family for more than one crypt here. And again, a white flag. 1990. Again, 1998. I'm not sure how that works. I imagine they were purchased before the cemetery closed. So that one's recently been dug out. And I think that's slow because there was a tree there, which is very sad to consider that the tree might have been someone's heritage. Can't read that one. 1977, 1958, 1974. Completely buried stone. 1964, more white flags. We've got two buried there with a white flag. That's a military stone. 1995. That's a military stone. This one's not marked with a white flag. So we've got one here. Something's left there. $1958. See that plastic? That's like what I found over there. Sadly, these deteriorate over time, and unless someone has noted where their ancestors are, lost, sadly. 1966. I wonder if that's her tree. Oh no, there's a cross right there. So that probably was the tree for the cross. The cross sat right. Oh no, it's two candles. So there's someone here, or whoever the cross was for, that's their tree. Cypress tree that someone is trimming. 66 and 64. Someone's been here fairly recently. That's beautiful. 64. Oh gosh. Completely pulled that one up. So I wonder if that's that person there. This person here. And again, see, these had the plastic markers, but they have deteriorated over time. Oh, and there's a small little marker here. Handwritten. 1915. 1966. Oh my goodness, that's quite a tree that's grown for this person. 1958. Look at that beautiful tree. Another military stone. And that's a military stone. This one has some flowers. White flag. Obviously there's something under there, and they've put these stones to indicate it should not be disturbed. Makes me think that's a veteran. Here's another handwritten stone. 1998. Isn't that interesting? Handwritten stone in 1998. 1982. Fortunately, the tree fell. And whoever this is, the plastic has been deteriorated. Oh, way in the back, where I don't want to walk in flip-flops, there's a stone back there. I don't know if you can see. I don't want to walk back there in flip-flops. Can you see that? Right there. And I imagine that's their tree. Got more white flags here, and this is not the first time that I've seen a jar, so I'm not sure what that means. 1962, and the vault top has fallen in. $1960 here. I'm looking to see if there are any more back there. Oh, and that's recently been pulled out, 1950. I imagine there are, oh, there's one. There's someone right there. And I wonder if these are all the family, all together and all around a couple trees here. Again, that's the fence for the Evergreen Cemetery. $18.90. 1965. Another military stone back there, and of course these people we don't know. Their placards have deteriorated. 1955 with a white flag. 1978 with a big ornate stone. Oh, did you see the butterfly? We've got a family crypt here. Someone passed in 59 with a very old, simple concrete stone. So again, we're at the demarcation between the two cemeteries here. And another family vault with their tree. Another cypress. And 2006. Oh, she's outside of the vault. There's someone in 2010. Someone there. A couple of white flags again. You know, I'm inclined to think that every tree is someone's tree. There's a very deep spot right there. Could be two, and that could be their two trees. This one is clearly in sadder shape. Here we've got another one that's completely buried. '64. Very nice crypt there, marble. 54, 57. Oh, there's one right there with a white flag. We've got a hand-stamped one here. 81, perhaps, and it seems to be their tree. It's a military. 50-something. No name here. No name here. These no names are so sad. So this has been recently dug out. These two people. And that's recently been dug out. White flag. Recently dug out. Another handwritten one. Names but no dates. I don't know what that is. Couple. All right. This is really sad. Massive anthill, disrupting everything. So that's that. I have walked all of the cemetery back here. Don't know who these are. We've got a red flag and a white flag. And a white flag. It's a handwritten stone, but I can't read it. Actually, it looks like it had a plaque of some sort on it. And that's the cemetery I walked in yesterday in the rain. Seems to be a little better maintained. '1924, handwritten sentence block. I'm gonna get my drum. As cemeteries go, mood here is so very peaceful. Very, 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 very peaceful. Of course, so much has been taken back by nature. Continual washing of the Akash by flooding creek. 1922, that little one right there. That's a whole family in there. Oh, this is very sad. That one's completely upended. That beautiful tree marking someone. Yesterday it was the rain and the lightning, and today it's the mosquitoes. 1918. Completely upset. 1916. Whole family there. Alright, I enjoy the mosquitoes. Oh, it's a handwritten one. 1917. Ooh, isn't that lovely? Beautiful stone. 1917. Don't want to focus on the names. Some kind of marking of 2. Not sure what that is. Got a family there. Someone in 74. Another interesting marker. I guess whoever that marker's for, that's their tree. Lovely cypress. A marker here. Uh, 1992. A handwritten cross. And again, that's a family and their tree. Got another family vault and their tree. Got a family here. The stones have been upended, but intact. 1918, 1921. Someone's right there. There's a whole family. Florida fire ants. Something I assure you want to avoid at all costs. There's a family in there. Family in there. One crypt there. And lots of flood damaged stones on this side. '24. else not doing back there? Whole family here. (1917) whole family with 2 trees. Here you go, there's another shell. 1940. Another beautiful shell. And the crystal I left yesterday. That's good to see that it's still there. I have found evidence to believe that homeless people live in here. So I'm glad. The trees here. People aren't stealing the tributes I leave for these souls. Someone there. Again, you see the plastic nameplate that's completely deteriorated. I don't know what happened on the fence over there. Big family vault there. They're gated doors, but I don't believe they're ever closed. And just glad that people have enough respect for the area to not do damage. See, we've got a big tree here, trees there. Again, so sad to see any trees dying and falling down. They were probably 1910, and they're a beautiful tree. Any trees that fell down were probably a family tree. Like that one. Because this is a family vault. And they've cut down that tree. That's heartbreaking. Another tree. Looks like a fairly recent family vault. And you see they left stones on the wall, so really recent. Some damage. Anyhow, 1913. Yesterday I left because I was soaked and the lightning was making me nervous. And we've got a tree for the 2 people in here. Today I'm being eaten alive. See, there's another tree right there. Clearly was someone's tree that was upended. You see, it doesn't look like the gates are always open. Even if they weren't open, it's not high security. This is all there is that marks this place. Very simple sign. I'm just going to walk back to my car. And that stone is broken in all the flooding, but that's their tree. (1913). 4 people in there at least. 1917. 1917. Don't know who this is or who that is. Anyway, Thank you for walking with me today. Oh, here we've got another handwritten stone and their tree, small single crypt. Several military stones over here. A couple handwritten stones. So I'm going to put my phone away and use two hands to light my sage and walk back around and smudge and play my drum. But it's a beautiful place here. Very peaceful and restful. Pinehurst and St Sebastian cemeteries. And thank you again. This is Medusa Was Framed out.